Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unwrapped, the pick and roll podcast presented by C2C Sports. We take the heavy lifting out of uniforms and merchandise. Head to c2csports.com.au and enter the code PICKROLL, that's PICKROLL, for 10% off your first order when you gear up with C2C. Adam Webster here with you on this wonderful August episode of Unwrapped. And as we gear up for the NBL Blitz, as we gear up for the NBL season proper, it is my pleasure to bring on my former podcasting partner with Vitamins, the JackJumpers podcast, Fabijan Krslovic. Fab, thanks so much for being with me today. It's weird having you as a guest on my show.
Yeah.
Ride shotgun on yours, but it's cool.
No, it's nice. I've got to be a bit more relaxed here, not doing the hosting duties with you, and just get to be a lovely guest. So I appreciate you having me and reaching out, and it'll be a good chat.
Will, for those who don't know and aren't hardcore Tasmania JackJumpers fans, we hosted a podcast together last year, speaking to Jack McVeigh and Will Magnay and Majuk Deng and Alana Smith and a few other people around the Jack Club. But that was when you were a JackJumper, Fab. We got kind of stuck. You're no longer a Tasmania JackJumper in this season. You'll always be a Jackie, I'm sure. You'll always be welcomed as a championship player back in Tasmania, but you've signed with Melbourne United, who Tasmanians might be looking at that and going, he signed with the enemy. What's going on? Tell me how all this came together. Tell me how the opportunity came together and what went into the decision.
Yeah, look, you hit the nail on the head. I had a great, no longer going back to Tassie, but had an awesome 4 years there and really enjoyed my time there. But I think the opportunity to be part of Melbourne and the club going forward. I've been here a little bit now, just in the pre-season, and it's been really good learning and seeing how just being involved with a different club, and it's just been really good fun. Reconnecting with some people and getting to meet some new teammates and just picking things up slowly. But it's been great, and I've really enjoyed it.
And you've also been playing lately for the Sandringham Sabres, who have a pretty Melbourne United connection with David Barlow, obviously coach of that team. Got Dash Daniels in there as well. How has the experience been sort of getting to know the people that you're working with around every day at NBL 1 level and also being able to head in and practice at the Melbourne United facilities?
It's been really good, and I think that's been it was a big reason why I think I decided to take that opportunity. My original plan was to, after the season, I went to Europe, went to Germany, had a great time there, and then I was going to take a bit of time off before NBL. But then David, Barlow messaged me a couple times about the opportunity of playing with the Sabres, and I think it's been really good. As you said, there's a fair few guys around in the Sandy team who were with the United program, and then as well, obviously Barlow and Andy are the coaches there. They're involved at United. So I think that was just really good just to help me get in and just learn even more, because there's a lot of crossover between the concepts and the things we're doing in Sandy and what United like to run. So just learning and adjusting to a new style of play. And we're saying that, like, a lot of the key principles, the key ideas, there's a lot of crossover, and it is a reason why I came to Melbourne. Like the values and the style of play that they preach and like to play, I think it fits really well with my skill set. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun at Sandy and playing NBL 1, and in the middle of a finals push now, so it's been going well.
Keep our fingers crossed for you.
That's it.
Because you would have scouted Melbourne United so closely over particularly few years and well documented the 5-game championship series against Melbourne. So were there any big surprises for you stepping into the environment, or was it more of a case of, I know these guys so well because I've played against them so many times and we've watched so much film on them and scouted them so well as professionals that you kind of already know some of the exam questions before you sit the exam?
I guess, a little bit. There's a little bit of that. Like, it's funny, like, we're going to walk through plays and stuff like that, and then I'm just kind of, get memories pop up of, like, walking through scout things and like that, but obviously just being coached in a different way. So it's a little bit of that, to be honest. But if you can remember, there's just the last couple of years have been a lot of great battles, and I think the club and the style of play that United has, I think, just fits me really well. And obviously going against it so intensely, you kind of are get a good look at it. So I think that was a factor in me deciding to come here, and it's been the couple weeks, months I've been here so far. It's been really good, and meeting those expectations I had, I guess, coming into it.
You've got a familiar face on the roster as well. Milton Doyle signed with Melbourne in another, I guess, move that broke the hearts of a fair few Tasmanians down here in the island. But I mean, it must be nice for you to be stepping into
Yeah.
him where you've got a championship teammate, you've got someone at the level of Milton Doyle, who is an elite NBL player, and you guys sort of know how to play together and know how to practice together, and it's familiar.
Yeah, and so that was really cool news finding that out. I was chatting with Milt. Milt messaged me when I signed, and he just said congratulations, and we kept in touch a little bit just on the socials, and every now and then just checking in and stuff like that. But then so when I found out that it was a real possibility that Mill was going to come here, I just got excited, and I think when it was confirmed, I stoked. As you said, I've been with Milt for the last 3 years now, and I've seen how good of a player he is. And it's not just on the court. Obviously, he's poise and his calmness under pressure and in the big moments, that's well documented. But it's also the stuff that he brings off the court as well, talking through like scouts and ideas of how we want to defend or attack different principles. It's really cool, and I know how much value he brings. So super stoked that he's going to be coming here. Not in town yet, but yeah, it's looking forward to catching up with him again.
Compare and contrast your current coach with your previous coach, Dean Vickerman, Scott Roth. What is different that you've immediately figured between the approaches of those two gentlemen, successful as they both are as coaches in this league?
Well, Dean's, he's been with the Boomers, so he's been kind of out a bit. So I haven't seen too much of him, but I've heard a lot from different guys, and obviously speaking throughout the whole process of joining the team, spending time with him, and things like that. And I'm just looking forward to playing under him. And the last couple of years with Scotty, he's had so much success, and the way he does things. And I did, get really, I guess, used to how he runs things. So I'm looking forward to, I guess, getting a different perspective. But if there is much difference, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of crossover, because they've had so much success, and as head coaches, that there's got to be, while there is a lot of different ways to go about things, there's certain core principles that I think are pretty much you look throughout any successful teams, organizations throughout that are commonplace throughout. So I think those core foundational things that I'm going to be used to learning and playing under him, but then there's going to be, I'm sure there's there's going to be some differences that I'm excited to find out and see different ways that they go about achieving success.
Lastly, on the Melbourne United roster and makeup, Dash Daniels, I have to ask you about the kid. He's obviously shown so much potential in his short career. And next star. Not something that Tassie's done a lot of. It's been well documented that a couple of sort of false starts in that program. But what have you seen from Dash? Have you practiced with him in Sandy, in Melbourne?
Yeah.
Forward to about what he can bring to this Melbourne outfit.
I've been with him a little bit now, just especially with the Sandy stuff, and he's insanely talented. Some of the kids coming up, some of them are ridiculous, especially I think you can kind of see it as well, but you see the times when defensively, especially, he can make guys miserable. And a couple NBL 1 games, you kind of feel it when he's up into some guys, some point guards, he gets deflections, and then you're dribbling around him, and then he just poking the ball loose, and just so disruptive on that end of the court. And then obviously his athleticism, his change of direction, his handle's really good in attacking the rim, and that great touch. So he's going to be a really good player, and I'm sure he's going to have some massive moments coming up in this year. But he's still young. He's going to have some learning points as well. But I think that just comes with it. But he's got all the potential in the world. So it's really cool to see that. And at such a young age already, the impact he can have is it's crazy, and it's fun to watch.
We're with Fabijan Krslovic on Unwrapped. We'll take a quick break, but after this, I'm going to talk to Fab about his time in Germany and his brief Boomers as well. Should be exciting.
Yeah.
Just seeing some of your best work over there. Hagen, I thought I'd throw in a few little highlights for you, Fab.
Oh, what a man. We've put a little highlight clip together, mate.
Yeah. I don't do that for any of my guests, but I thought thanks to our good
special.
Yeah, it's at Sport Radar. I've put together a little highlight tape for you. But I want to talk to you about Phoenix Hagen, your experience in Germany. Your friend Jack McVeigh, we spoke about his experiences abroad a couple of years ago, not necessarily the language. It's a little bit different for you because you're Croatian in heritage, your family heritage in Croatia. Yep. You've expressed a really strong desire to spend a bit of time over, at least in Europe and particularly in Croatia in the off season. So how did the opportunity come together to go to Germany? And then how did you find that whole experience of living in Europe, playing basketball, and would you do it again?
Yeah, it was, I think as you kind of touched on, it's something I've been wanting to do for at least the last couple of years. I remember, I think after this 2023, I was trying to get over there, and then just opportunity speaking with my agent, like nothing really popped up as well. I think with the time frame of when we finished our season, and then obviously 2024, we went with the Jackies. We went to start of April, so it was too late to sign over there. And then so last year, I was just speaking to my agent. It's something I've been wanting to do, and then opportunities pop up, and teams over there. Like sometimes they just don't have openings. Sometimes, either players get injured or whatever. For whatever reason, there's an opening. And it just happened there was a couple teams. There was Hagen, obviously, in Germany. And there was, I think, another couple opportunities in Spain. But after speaking with the coach and, thinking about it, I just really liked the opportunity and what it looked like. And there was a lot of, I guess, trust involved. Like I was just moving to a different country, didn't know too much about the place, the team, or anything like that. But really, really enjoyed that whole process. It was a bit chaotic I think the week leading up to it. But when I was able to get there and get settled and get going, it was really good. And I was a bit surprised actually when I got there that everything on court was in English. I was kind of expecting, I don't know, maybe to be a translator or something like that, but all the guys spoke English. Everything that they ran, the German guys, like it's pretty cool that they're playing basketball in a different language to them. And but it was good. We had the German core group of guys. There was I think 4 other Americans and myself. So just getting up to speed as quickly as possible. The first couple games, I think I was just trying to learn as much as I could. I was a bit, out of, just it's a whole new system in terms of, how they run everything defensively, offensively, the sets, the style of play. So I was just trying to learn as much as I can. But it was such a cool experience, and I really enjoyed it there. And we had a bit of a promotion finals push. We fell short at the last hurdle to get promoted to the top division in Germany. But I just had so much fun playing basketball over there,
Yep.
and I think as the season went on, I was getting more and more comfortable, and I was playing pretty well. And the coach, I could tell, he trusted me a lot, so I was able to, I guess, go out there and play. And I really enjoyed it, and there was an awesome group of dudes, and the city was a real basketball town.
So where'd you live? What city
It
was it in?
was The city was Hagen. The city was
Yep.
Hagen. It's like a kind of smaller city, kind of in the northwest near Cologne, Düsseldorf, like 20 minutes from Dortmund as well.
Yep.
But they, like, every game we'd pack it out. I think we'd get about over 3,000 people in the gym, and
Nice.
it was so fun. After every win, in front of the fans, like, we'd do all these chants and things like that. And there was one game I had a good game. It was nice, and then and we're sitting, because the chants always start. We always sit down, and then everyone was chanting my name. And I was like, "What's going on?" And then the boys like, "You got to go up. You got to go up." So I went up into the stand. Someone handed me a megaphone and was just whispering in my ear what to yell, and it was a crazy experience, and it was something I'll remember for a long time. But it was they really loved the team, and the support there was great, and had a really good experience playing basketball and living overseas. There are times when, because you go around town and it's a bit, especially in a smaller city, it was a bit hit or miss whether I could get by with my English. So I was learning a little bit of German, but nothing great at all. Like, I could maybe go and order something at a cafe if I had a menu. I could kind of point out and get by, but little things like that. But the guys on the team are really good. They helped me a lot and just made me feel welcome and made it as easy as possible. And then, so as an experience basketball wise, it was just really cool. Learned a lot. A very different style of play. It's a bit more methodical, a bit slower. You always look for opportunities to score in transition, get up, but everything was the point guards running the show. We're running a play. What are we running this possession? So it was much more detailed oriented, and it's a bit less. I don't want to say like less freedom, but the opportunities to break out and make plays, they kind of set up in advance, and so like that. And but it was a really good experience and different style of basketball.
That last thing, because you've told me in the past that one of the major things that drew you and that resulted in the JackJumpers' success was the freedom that you had on offense to create and to make quick reads and quick decisions. So I'm interested in the basketball aspect of that as to how you kind of changed your approach or had to change your approach to suit the new system.
Yeah, it was. Look, it's just the way we kind of ran things, and at the Tasmania and most places, I think in the NBL run it, you kind of have like a shell. You have like a basic structure where you're flowing into it, and everything is you're making a read. Whether it's the first entry pass, you're starting with an on ball. It's like, oh, can we score out of this? And if I attack and I don't have it, and I kick it out, what's the next read? Whereas I think most of the stuff over there was we're running this, and then you have certain kind of shots at certain points in the offense, and then if not, when it comes back to, most of the time you come back to your point guard or your scoring guard, and then we're running a play for a post up, and then obviously you get the ball in the post, then you can make the play in the post. But most of the time it gets back to a guard, and it's like, okay, are we in an on ball? Are we in a isolation here? And then what's our spacing out of that? So it's just a bit more. And then slower as well. I think that was the big thing. Like, a lot of the time your teams are walking up. It's not really like, hey, can we put a lot of pressure on in this semi-transition? It's basically like we have a kick ahead, a clear opportunity for a layup or two, or we're kind of walking it up and running our sets, running our structure. And so it was, look, it wasn't a crazy different thing. It was just like a different style of play. And I think I was able to pick that up pretty well. And, I'm kind of been someone who prides myself on my ability to read the game and play out of that. So just learning that and all the different structures wasn't too unnatural for me. So it was good, and it was just a kind of an observation of a different style of play. But yeah.
That's really interesting because you
Mm.
always see people talk about European style of play, and you see it on display at World Cups and
Hmm.
Olympics, those sorts of tournaments, because you never really see that styles kind of mesh and gel in
Yeah.
that way before. But you've obviously gone and played a completely different style for an extended period of time. What did you learn about your own game, or what were you able to either grow or take as opportunities coming out of that experience that you can lead into your season with
Ooh,
Melbourne?
ooh, that's great.
Fab, I'm
I
not.
just think no, I love it. I just think the ability to like adapt and learn and pick
Yeah,
things up quickly, and I think that was something that I really kind of learnt about myself, because it's this weird situation, not a weird situation, but it's an interesting
yeah,
situation where I'm going into a team. Over there. It's a 10-month season. They start basically their preseason starts like the same time as ours, but they're going all the way till May, June. And
yeah.
so I'm getting there for the last 3 months. They've been together for 6, 7 months at this point. And so I'm kind of having to learn as quickly as possible. And so that situation and how, I guess I went about learning that and asking questions and kind of like sitting back after the first couple of practices and just sitting with the coach on the sideline and drawing up the plays on the little board just to try, pick things up and learn it as well as I can. There's little things like that, and there's how I can learn as quickly as possible in different situations. So that was something that yeah, like I think was great for me, and just being thrown in that situation, kind of in the deep end a little bit, and so it's just yeah, really good for that.
So, talk to me about your time in Croatia. You
Oh, so good.
was it incredible?
Yeah, yeah, because so I got there, and then like, when our season ended, yeah, obviously we have a couple days week, end of season exit interviews. We had like a couple fan engagement things and a team dinner, and then so after that, about a week or so, yeah, I was able to go to Croatia I was there for about 2.5 weeks in the summer, which was just great. I was able to spend some time. Had my family there. My sister's there. She's still there at the moment. She's there studying, so I spent some good time with her. My parents came over as well, and they were there for a bit longer than me, and just enjoying the summer and the sun. And then obviously I've still got a fair amount of family over there from my grandpa and his my his nieces, nephews, and then relatives like that way. And it's pretty cool to see because my family's still pretty close. My dad's and my uncles, they're all in touch with the family over there pretty consistently. And as soon as I'm there, they welcome me like one of their own. It's just a really cool thing to
Yeah.
see and be a part of. And it just makes me appreciate my family, my upbringing a lot. And then it's just beautiful as well. I was on the coast in a little town where my grandfather, my dida, was from in Privlaka, near Zadar, on the coast. So it was just awesome to spend some time there, just relaxing, enjoying the sun, slow life, and then yeah, not stressing about too much, just enjoying day by day, and then yeah, it's a good little time just to relax and recharge before trying to get ready for NBL preseason.
Awesome. I've never met a Croatian that's not super proud of their heritage.
Yeah, it's great.
Croatia.
Yeah,
It seems like a really special place. I can't go
it
come
is. It
back
is.
one day,
Hmm.
and head around that sort of area of Europe. It seems very special.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Lastly, I want to talk about you. You had a little bit of time with the Boomers as well,
Hmm.
and as of recording this, we're recording this prior to the Asia Cup, so we're about to see the
Yep.
Boomers play. When this runs, the Asia Cup will be well and truly in progress. But what was that experience like? It was a younger Boomers side in many respects. You were one of the veterans in that
Yep.
team. How did you find that whole circumstance, and how proud were you to pull on the Australian jersey?
Yeah, it was something it's kind of been a goal of mine for a long time, and to be able to tick that off and represent the country, it was really special. And I was lucky enough, fortunate enough to do it a couple times as a junior. But for the national team, the first time, just to be in the camp with the coaches and reconnect with other guys, meet new guys, like it was good. I spent most of the week with Isaac White, and so
Yep.
we're good friends. We keep in touch a lot, and then obviously from his time down in Tassie with me, and so that was good fun. Just spending a lot of time with him, and then meeting some other guys as well. It was a really cool experience, and just to represent the country. There's not much better, and so now looking forward to as the Boomers going to the Asia Cup, and seeing how they do over there on a big stage, and then there'll be a fair few former teammates, current teammates there, and I'm just really looking forward to watching that and seeing how that goes, and just reaching out to them and little messages here and there and seeing how everything's going, everything's like. It's always a lot of fun.
Big JackJumpers flavour to that team. Lastly, Fab, what video game are you playing right now?
Oh, what video game am I playing right now? Well, I'm not playing a ton at the moment.
Okay.
I recently got the Star Wars Battlefront 2. I've been playing a little bit, not a ton, but I've just been getting settled in here in Melbourne. But I've actually recently gone into Pokemon card collecting a little bit. So I don't know I've always been a big Pokemon guy, and it was probably the one game of my entire growing up I've always played Pokemon. From I think the first one I had was Pokemon Gold, and then I went back and got Yellow, Blue, and then I've played I think all of them up until pretty. So that's, I don't know. I've never really been into the cards, but we're getting into that a little bit and having fun with that, and it's pretty crazy at the moment. Not gonna lie, and like a lot of stores have nothing in stock and things like that. So I don't know what
they go and like buy every single pack that it has and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why. And then because I got for the last couple of months I had there's like an app on the phone for the Pokemon, and then we're going into that a little bit and having fun with that. But then apart from that, just enjoying the preseason and trying to learn as much as I can, and playing a lot of basketball.
Well, when this runs, I'll be probably in Tokyo, so I'll send you a picture of the Pokemon.
What a man!
Store.
It's so cool. You'll love it.
Cool. Fabijan Krslovic, thank you so much for taking the time to be on Unwrapped today. It was
no worries, mate.
Friend.
Yeah, always good to. Yeah, it's great to being asked a question instead of being the host. Yes. Being a host is stressful. It's great. Like, so I'm glad that I was able to experience it. But you're running the show. It's been great to be on it, man. I appreciate you having me. It
was great to have a show with you, but it's just to have you on my program. That was Unwrapped. This episode's brought to you by C2C Sports. You go to for custom basketball uniforms. Get 10% off your first order when you gear up with C2C. Use code PICKROLL, PICKROLL, on their website at www.c2csport.com.au. For Fab Krslovic, I'm Adam Webster. Thanks so much for being with us today on Unwrapped, and we'll see you again next time.